Oh God, she lives.
Yay!
I told you she'd be fine.
Where the hell did you go?
First, O just gets tackled. And then immediately, Mac, big squeeze hug. Just the squeeze, the shake, the hug until Alara's had enough. And then is gonna not want to crush Colt, but like, rub his hair and shake him and be like, hi! Oh my God. We just
I'm
got
really
back
glad
yesterday.
you're alive.
Thanks. Me too.
Dude, you just vanished like just out of thin air. Like we just had one little phone call.
Yeah, it was crazy. I woke up and Jen woke up and to Aunt Dennis just banging on the door and she had a suitcase packed and she had her suitcase packed and she's still in Turkey. Only my mom and I came back. Normal.
Nothing weird happened?
Nothing like the weird that we had. But nothing's happened. And I mean, we just got back, so nothing's happened here. So.
Well, I mean, nothing's happened here that we know.
Welcome to the main event. I am Barnaby. It is my honor to introduce you to the Master of Ceremonies, King of the Carnival, the Emperor of Night, and friend to no man. You may call him Mr. LaBelle. You see this tall, skinny man in a pinstriped pants and a red Carnival Ringmaster's blazer with a large top hat, white gloves, walk out. And he says, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats and dogs, ghouls and goblins, fast zombies and slow zombies, creatures of the night, enemies of the day, lovers of fun, and haters of everything good and decent. Tonight is a very special night. And when I say tonight is a very special night, I mean it is a very special night indeed. Because tonight is opening night. You came here for an experience. You came here to live your fullest lives. You came here because the outside world is dull and dreary. You came here because... And someone from the next stand over from you shouts out, free admission, baby! Yes, it didn't cost you any money, but nothing in this world is free. And it may cost you everything else. So now that I have your undivided attention, I'd like to ask you for a little bit more. I'd like to ask you for your obedience. I'd like to ask you for your allegiance. And I'd like to ask you to all have the greatest time imaginable. Welcome to the Carnival of Screams. Now, among the rides and attractions here at the carnival is a very small golden coin. And he holds up a golden coin. It looks a bit like this. This golden coin grants you admission to a secret part of the carnival. Will you be the lucky one to find it?
No.
Will you find this passport to paradise? Good luck. And remember, it's all part of the show.
A wallet, she opens it in her glittery little purse and she pulls out the coin.
Dude, that's it.
Found it.
Well, maybe it's from another one of these carnivals?
So why would my dad put that in his book if it was just some carnival thing?
I don't know. Maybe it was a souvenir or something.
What they said it opened up a secret into paradise.
Well, do we show it to anybody? What do we do with it?
Oh my goodness, you have it. You found it. There it is. And she immediately reaches over and with two fingers plucks it out of the palm of your hand. It's the real deal. So fast. The four of you found this coin so fast. I'm impressed. Mac, perhaps it is the bizarre nature of the interaction that is happening before you that has captivated the eyes and attention of your friends, but you, a few feet behind them, terrified of this clown lady, have noticed that a stillness has sort of taken over the carnival. You realize that none of the games are being played anymore. And though several rides are in fact still moving, the screams and woos that you had heard previously are no longer coming from the rides. The rides are silent. The people are silent. Everyone has stopped moving. And they're all watching you. But you five are the only ones moving as you are being dragged along. The entire time, this lady clown is like skipping and tralalying and just being just a general ray of sunshine. Chaotic, creepy sunshine.
As soon as Otis notices that, he will stop. I'm so sorry. Actually, we are kind of cutting on our time. Mac, I think we have to go meet our parents. We kind of lost them in the crowd. Sorry, we'll take a rain check on whatever this is. Maybe we can have the prize shipped to us.
Oh, no. It's just right over here. You'll be fine. Just come with me. Everything will be fine. Don't forget, it's all part of the show. You look around as Otis pulls the group to a stop and you hear the "it's all part of the show" again. There's movement in the crowd from every direction. They're moving towards you. All of the clowns, jugglers, carnies, fire breathers, ring tossers, hula hoopers, etc. are weaving through the crowd of stationary townsfolk toward the five of you. Just this way, sweetie. It's right over here. You'll be fine. After all, you did find the prize.
Come on, it's fine. We're all together. It's okay. You have your stick. Don't let go of me.
Alara, you walk up the folded out wooden stairs on the back of the barrel-topped wagon, and you place your hand on the door, and with a force that sort of knocks you down the stairs, but not enough to knock you on your ass, the door swings open, and a long, pinstriped leg with a boot kicks the door open, and you see standing before you, cane in hand, Mr. Top Hat. He holds the cane by the cane itself and not by the handle, and he sort of reaches down and sort of taps you on both shoulders as if knighting you and says, "You found my coin. The four of you. So quick. So clever. Please, right this way." Arise, minions, and welcome to unMadeGaming. We are here for episode 2 of season 2 of Glenbrook Unhallowed, and last one was a bit of a doozy. For those of you in chatland, yes, G is not here, and therefore there is a lack of presence out there in the void. That being said, if you guys like what we do here and you want to support the channel, the best way to do that is over on Patreon. Link for that down below. While you're down there, click on that Discord link. Join us in the Discord. Be a part of the community. Be a part of the conversation. And as always, in the bottom right-hand corner of the screen, you will see the corruption bar. That bar serves two purposes. One is when that bar fills, I do what the hell I want to these wonderful players. So far, not great for them. And two, every single dollar that goes into that bar goes back to these wonderful faces that you see here before you. That being said, we've been recapped. Children have been trapped. Coins have been found, gases have been released, clowns are aplenty, and here we are in the carnival of screams. We start with you, Alara. Welcome back.
Great. Yeah.
Alara, you walked in. The last thing you remember was a man with a cane on a top hat welcoming you to his barrel-topped wagon, to which you stepped up the wooden creaky stairs and into this place, with your friends trailing behind you. However, right now, what you see before you is just a cherry-covered wonderland. There is a pink shag carpet. Every foot or so are red shag hearts and part of the embroidery. There are posters on the walls. There are Madonna posters. There are posters of Cyndi Lauper. There are posters of Annie Lennox just coating the walls here. On the back on the back where there would be like the front of the the front of the barrel-topped wagon, there is a circular window cut to which it has a pink heart in the stained glass with other shades of red, and the sun seems to be beaming through this. The wallpaper coming like a candy striper in like white, pink, all over the accent wall here. There are throw pillows of various levels of fuzz. There are red chemise clothes over the lamps to make the room further pink. This is everything you could want in a bedroom if you could have everything you wanted in your bedroom. There's a Holly Hobby notebook in the corner there. There's a little stereo playing some Eurythmics. It plays Sweet Dreams Are Made of These. Just a low, slow, Sweet Dreams Are Made of These. As you walk in here, what are you doing, Alara?
I had cotton candy and now this.
It's a big day. It's a big day. It's a big welcome home to Glenbrook.
It's such a big day. Oh my God. Friends completely slipped my mind. All I can feel is, I think it's like cherry scented. Like it just smells like all those like nice, like really fancy soaps that like you see ads for, but like, you know, it's too expensive and, you know, it's frivolous. So we don't really have them, but it's like, oh my God. I need like it's just I'm touching the plush carpet and I'm sitting on it, I'm looking around, and it's like this is the perfect plush carpet with plushies and pillows to like lean back and like close your eyes and listen to Eurythmics and then open them because you can't close them because you're surrounded by the world's best lesbian fantasies right now for the
That's
80s.
true.
1985 Alara Kaya's specific, both dream what she wants to look like and then dream wives that are really the goal. It can't keep my eyes on just one thing or poster. There's so much, and she's just gonna like, when you're just like really entranced by a like magical like winter scene, and like a character lays down in the snow to make a snow angel. And it's just like very much in a trance. That is what's happening with this plush carpet and this baby lesbian. Like she's just laying there, melting into the floor, melting into this cherry scented fluffy heaven.
We see this like this top down what the hell was that movie with the rose petals? American Beauty. Yeah, American Beauty. We see that top-down American Beauty angle as you do the snow angel, and as you lift your arms, you're just pushing plushies out of the way of various animals in various levels of dress. We cut away from this pink bliss, and we head over to a very different place in a very different time. We hear loud, raucous cheers erupting from every angle ever. There are shouts, there are chants. As it comes into focus, you see people are like 10 seats apart holding these massive banners. Everything says Ogus. There are people with cards that are holding one that says O-J-A-S. They flip them over. It's like, it's Ogus with an exclamation point, and then they all flip them over simultaneously, and it says rocks, and they all flip them back, and it says Ogus. They all flip it over, it says rocks. Everyone is screaming and chanting your name.
I am living so vicariously to this. All right? This is going to be just me rocking this out. All right, let's go.
There is, you enter this, the last thing again you remember is entering this barrel-topped wagon. You stand at the top looking down into like this amphitheater, and you can see someone in the center holding some sort of like old-timey microphone, like the square like Elvis ones, right? Okay. And he is yelling something into this and pointing at you, and you can feel the crowd turn towards you, and like you're hit with that eruption of just sound. You can't even make out what the person is saying, and you realize you are head to toe in uniform, stick in hand, pads on, And you know this is your moment to charge down these amphitheater steps to the chants of, oh, Jess, oh, Jess, oh, Jess.
Like, as he's running down, he's just like pointing at everybody and just like going, yeah. And then just like, if at any point it seems like it might not even be dying down, but it feels sometimes it might feel. So he just like starts chanting with them to kind of rile them up some more.
Stick in hand.
And then he might do like a couple like spins with the stick or toss it into the air and run down a little and then grab it and just kind of just being a pompous little looking ass.
You are the coolest you've ever been, Otis, as you run down these amphitheater stairs towards whoever is conducting this orchestra, this ode to Otis. As you run down, you see that there are two people walking out with a large trophy, right? This trophy is like a good 3 feet tall, clearly with the intent to present it to you. What are you doing?
And just to be clear, Otis is athletic, yes.
Yeah.
He's not like, you know, a gymnast or anything. But in this moment, he just feels he could do this. And either on the last few like sets of staircases down into this, or if it is a stage raised up and there's stairs going up, he's just going to start doing backflips down that. He's just going to be like, yes, I am God. I am everything. I deserve this. I can do this. Let's go. And he's just gonna be as big of a showman as he can possibly be in all of this. And he's gonna just jump up. And then
Yeah. You backflip, you like throw the stick in the air, backflip, catch it, spin it around like a baton. You make your way to this plush grass field, and you can hear MVP Otis Trivedi, a rapturous laughter, or cheers and claps, and it's just a cacophony of sound as your best friend, what was his name again? Remind us.
Lucas.
Lucas, that's correct. Lucas, and let's say Tiffany Page. Tiffany Page, who you know is much to possibly Alara's chagrin, is the actual most popular girl in high school. And just outside of her crew of Bratz dolls. So you see Tiffany Page and Lucas are the two people presenting this trophy. And both of them, huge smiles, hand this trophy to you. And as you sort of hold this above your head to the eruptious cheers, both Lucas and Tiffany Page plan to smooch on either side of your cheek.
At that moment, Otis is going to shake the hand of Tiffany and then turn and give a big old one right on Lucas's lips.
So as we see them smooch together, we cut. Colt. The last thing you remember was barreling into this wagon. Couldn't be more excited. A world of wonderment, a passport to paradise. You were promised an exclusive access, super cool, secret, mega, never before seen side of this carnival. You run into this room and you see the greatest arcade you could ever imagine. There are games you've never heard of, games that your mother would not let you play, that Otis might let you try to sneak a little bit out. All of them say no coins, meaning they are free to play. You see there are hundreds of toys just hanging from little hooks on all of the walls. You see there are all the jackpot machines, the coin pusher, the light spinny thingy, they're all at like 999 coins ready to go for you. You have full access to this arcade, and as you run in, and all the lights and all the sounds and all the buzzes and whirs and dings and whistles, you hear this like, and this robot approaches from the back of the room. And you can see this thing has like a bulbous, like flat, like sauce, like a cheeseburger, like the Hamburglar kind of head, right? And it like, as it articulates towards you, and it reaches out its clawed hand, and it says, "Welcome, Colt Trevady." And it sticks out a hand to shake yours.
I shake its hand.
You shake its little hose hand.
Wide-eyed in wonder.
Yeah. It looks to you and says, "This is a world just for you. Please play every game. They're all for you, and they're all free." And it like, it extends its arms in like a Vanna White motion towards this entire place. What do you do?
Coolest arcade ever. And Cole just like throws his hands up.
You see the robot like zzz, zzz, and it shakes its hands back and forth in the only way that it can articulate. And it says, I will be your player too. And it motions towards a 2-player game. You see it like zzz, 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 like those like the chickens that you get in like the Easter basket, right? The bzz, 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 they have the little peg feet. You never seen those chickens before? So they have little. They have like chickens or bunnies or like robots or like raptors or they have like little flat feet that have little pegs on them that they can only go this far, and you wind it up and it like zzz, zzz, zzz. Yeah. Anyway, that's how. See, Gnome knows what I'm talking about. We're on the same page with robots.
Toys like that.
Yeah. That's what its feet do. Yeah, it's like one's like zzz, 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 on gears like a bicycle. And it heads over to a 2-player game. You can see there are like Raptor Hunter, like games you've never heard of, Speed Booster X, right? These games that you've never seen in any arcade anywhere in Glenbrook or anywhere else that you have ever been. You begin sort of playing this, and you see like, pew, 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 high score, and the high score is you. There's no one else. No one else has ever played any of these games. All of the arcade games produce tickets in a volume that is just overpowering. Like you win the race of like cars, and it's like just a spool of like 300 tickets sort of come out. And you see this robot look to you and says, would you like to get a prize? And it points to the prize wall.
You just have this kid who is already sugar rushed because of the candy, cotton candy that Alara gave him. Fully believes that this is all very real. Loves carnivals anyways. And is 10 years old, and you're slamming him with all of this free stuff, with all of the noises and all of the colors and the flashing lights and the little pings and pongs all over the place. Yeah, he's high as fuck.
Yeah,
he's just vibrating with excitement and goes over to the counter and takes like the tickets clearly that are just like dragging on the ground by this point, right? And like lifts them up onto the counter and just like just looks around and just points at something because it doesn't matter, right?
Of course, they're all for you. Cool. The robot like all around the back of the room, right to this countertop, and he begins just his arms like extend like the raptor claw thing, and grabs it and places them down and pulls them all down. You see it say, wait, right here. And it like shimmies down like onto its own legs and comes back up with a box sort of table on which is a large cheese pizza and a bottle of classic Coke, or sorry, new Coke, and a single red Solo cup as he like, this is all for you. And he places it down.
Yeah.
What does Colt do?
Colt just starts eating. Are you kidding? This is the best day of his life.
This robot around the side, and though he cannot join you in the exuberance that is cheese pizza and new Coke, he does sort of put his like Lego claw hand on your back and sort of rub in like a circle, and it says, "You're my best friend."
You're my best friend too, robot guy.
We cut from the most adorable robot scene over to Mac. Mac, much like Otis, a cacophony of sound erupts in front of you as you step into this barrel-topped wagon. You hear, at first it's hard to make out, sound seemingly coming from everywhere. There's bright lights in your eyes, and as soon as your eyes sort of come into focus, you can see that you are in a similar amphitheater looking down at hundreds, if not thousands of heads before you. All attached to bodies, relax. And at the front of which, a massive stage, like there's a huge rock concert happening in front of you. Speakers, there's the Jumbotron sort of screen up there. Your dad is throwing the horns and he's shaking his head as much as possible. And you see him just exuberant in this awesome rock music. The music sort of washes over you, and as you look around, there is someone standing on the opposite side of you, also throwing up the horns, also shaking the head, but a plume of hair just sort of shakes back and forth as you realize your mother is standing right next to you, also headbanging nearly as hard as your father, enjoying the time here at this concert. What do you do?
Now, I know that I failed my do I see the mist around my ankles?
Mm-hmm.
Do I feel like seeing my mom is weird at all?
Not right now, you don't.
Okay, cool. Then I will also join in, headbanging, throwing up the horns. Mac is rocking out. This is like, it's been a really long time since Mac's gone to any kind of show, much less something this huge. Like,
yeah.
You know how hard it is to get tickets where we are for a significant rock show? Heck no, it's going to be impossible. Plus the drive to wherever it's going to be, it's got to be like an hour at least. Yeah, she is just gonna make the most of the moment and rock on.
You jam out so hard. This band ends and you hear like there's almost like this, like not quite like underwater talking, but it sounds like it's far away. Like all the words are like a little foggy to hear. And you hear everyone screaming and cheering, and you see someone on the mic, and you're not entirely sure who this is or what the hell's happening. And then you see the giant screen above the stage that normally like shows whoever's on the mic or shows the band, right? And it flashes before you, and it says Live Aid 85. You know what Live Aid is. Live Aid just happened, in fact, a few weeks ago. This is the biggest concert since Woodstock. This is the biggest thing anyone is going to be talking about for years. U2 is here, Queen is here, David Bowie's here, The Who is here, Led Zeppelin, Elton John, Madonna, everyone who's everyone is here. And so are you. This is a moment, a pivotal moment in history, and you are here live experiencing this.
Oh shit. And
what do you do?
I'm higher in the crowd.
Yeah, you're like in like mid tier of this crowd.
Oh shit. Well, Mac's gonna see where the stairs are kind of going down towards the orchestra area, and she's gonna just like start sprinting down those stairs. And at one point she goes so fast and then jumps and spreads her arms and leaps to crowd surf, knowing that of course they're gonna catch her. This is the best concert of the decade.
Yeah. You leap from the 5th, 6th stair, sailing out over the crowd. You are immediately crowd surfed on 1,000 sweaty, dirty hands around this auditorium. And you crowd surfing is so gross. And you make your way towards the front. and you see a hand shoot out towards you. It is a completely sleeveless hand as it reaches out, because you have reached the end of the crowd, to grab you and pull you on the stage.
Hell
You
yeah.
take that hand?
Hell yeah.
Okay. You
take
take
that
this
hand and
you
pull.
take this hand and you feel that pull. You feel like another security guard under, like, on your lower back, kind of pushing you out there. And you see, as you are turned towards this, white tank top, no sleeves, white pants, big old mustache, and you know who this is. You know what moment this is. This is the moment where you met Freddie Mercury live face to face, as he holds his mic stand in one hand, pulls it out of the floor stand, and is just holding this mic stand and microphone as he begins to sing "We Are the Champions." The whole crowd loses their mind.
So does Mac.
Yeah. At the chorus, he puts the microphone down towards you.
Oh, she's
For
singing
you to-
along every
yeah.
word.
Absolutely.
She hasn't missed a single note.
Absolutely. He takes you as the song comes to an end, as everyone's sort of singing, "We are the he takes you by the hand and leads you towards the stairs, off the stage, where you see both your parents are there waiting for you. Not with like, what the hell happened? But like, they are so stoked for you. What do you do when you see your parents? Just as jazzed as you are.
Oh, I go up and I give them both a big hug.
Yeah, they kind of scoop you up, right, in that kid hug, right? You're dangling off the ground, and they put you down, and your dad remains standing, sort of with a fist in the air, and your mom kneels down beside you. And as you look at her, so excited, covered in sweat, you more than her, covered in the grime of this concert, you look and there's something a little off. Her features are off. They're not like different than where they should be. It's just her face is a little blurry, as if the tuning on the VCR is just off, as if you're trying to recall a dream. And she squats down next to you, and you can hear, "Mackenzie, none of this is real." And then she plants a soft kiss on your cheek and steps back. And as she steps back, more of her is blurry, as if you can't quite remember what she looked like, or what she would look like on July 13th, 1985. What are you doing?
I think that it probably brings Mac up short, because suddenly, yeah, it doesn't. This wasn't I at a carnival?
Weren't you? Roll me a comprehend, Mac. You may take a +1 bonus for that.
Where's my character sheet? I know where it is. It's fine. You said a comprehend with a +1. 1 success.
Great. Weren't you just at a carnival? You're fairly certain you were at a carnival. You remember Alara was there, and Otis and Colt were there, and something about a coin, and you remember you didn't go to Live Aid. You've heard about Live Aid. You've seen pictures of Live Aid. You weren't here. You know this from a magazine. The white tank top, white pants. You know that you weren't there. And your dad definitely wasn't there. And your mom for sure wasn't there. Something is wrong, Mac. and the words resound in your head. Mackenzie, none of this is real.
I should find Alara. I should find Colt. I'm in charge. Yeah, so Mac will start trying to look for Colt, setting her mind and focusing on the thought of Colt and walking through the crowd, because unless it changes,
Okay.
she's just gonna start looking at faces. Actually around waist height since he's short.
Okay.
But
Roll me an empathize.
three successes.
3 successes. Okay, outstanding. You can bank 2 of those successes. They will apply a +2 or +1, a +2 or 2 +1s to a future empathize roll in this episode. You begin to sort of weave your way through the crowd, and perhaps you don't notice it immediately, but the longer you're sort of pushing your way through the crowd, the less and less you hear the concert, the more muted it sounds, right? The more far away it sounds. And eventually the sounds of the roaring crowds and the sounds of the music and everyone cheering gives way to this like beep 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 ding pew 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 pew. All these noises that are foreign to a concert, but right at home in an arcade. And there in the middle of the crowd, amongst hundreds of people smashed together, you see 24 arcade cabinets, a myriad of jackpot prize games, and a 5-foot-tall robot morphing around, chasing after a 10-year-old Colt, who is having the time of his life. A 2-liter bottle of Coke is 90% gone, and there is 2 slices left in a large cheese pizza. What are you doing, Mac, as you see this?
Colt's gonna be a big boy. Colt's gonna grow big.
Listen, you could cram so much pizza in your cram hole when you're between the ages of 10 and 13.
Yeah.
It's an ungodly amount of pizza.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mac will run up to Colt, healing. Colt, hey! Hello?
Oh, Mac. Hey,
Hey.
great to see you. Oh, here. This is my robot friend Charlie, and he gave the fucking robot a
You
name.
named him.
We're gonna go play this game. You want to come play? It's got Ninja Turtles. There's 4 slots for them, so we can each play. I just wish somebody else was here because then we have 4 people play.
Colt, hey. And I put my hands on Colt's shoulders and say, hey, how long have you been playing this game?
Oh, I don't reckon I know. All night maybe.
And I say, do you remember where we are?
Yeah, we're at a carnival, and this is a secret arcade.
Technically, you're correct. But I lean in closer so that the robot can't hear, because I don't trust that robot. He looks really sketchy.
Innocent, sweet robot. Sweet baby boy.
Look, the last time we interacted with the robot, it was in the shape of a dog trying to kill me. I'm not really trusting robots at the moment.
Okay, fine.
I say, none of this is real, Colt. I was just at a concert. Like, the concert. I was on stage with Queen. This isn't real.
Wait, when did you get to go see Queen?
I didn't. That's the point. Just like your arcade isn't real.
Well,
Come on. And I will.
If this arcade ain't real, what did I just eat?
I don't
How
know,
did
but
I
it
get those
wasn't
high
pizza.
scores in all
And I
these
grab
prizes?
his wrist, and I just start pulling him and start trying to think of Ojus.
Great. Mac, roll me empathize. Colt, roll me comprehend. Wait, Colt, do you want to leave the arcade?
Hell no, I don't want to leave the
No.
arcade.
Roll me a comprehend with a -1.
Oh, balls. Oh.
What an evil fucking question, Mike. You knew the answer to that.
Okay.
No successes.
Okay.
Oh.
You grab Colt by the hand.
That's a 2
Okay.
successes.
You may bank another success. You have 3 banked for this episode here. You grab Colt by the hand, and you begin to channel every thought about Ojus that you can, and you begin to pull Colt through the crowd. Colt, you feel like the rope in tug of war, right? You feel like your only one arm is being pulled towards the crowd, but it feels like the opposite leg and the opposite arm are stuck here in this place, and you can feel, despite like not actually being stretched, you feel like your whole body is being stretched and like ripped away from this amazing arcade as Mac begins to slowly pull. And Mac, this is like if you tied a rope to a boulder and then went for a swim and then you're trying to yank that boulder through the ocean. It's like trying to drag Colt through like mud underwater. For some reason, he is just sticking to the ground as you yank him towards further into the crowd.
Does
What are
it
the two
look
of you do?
painful?
For you, it doesn't, right? It just looks like you're kind of yanking like a toddler. Like you kind of yanking, like, come on over here. But for Colt, you feel this like Stretch Armstrong effect. Like it starts out in your chest, like you're being pulled like a wishbone on Thanksgiving. But Mac, as far as you can tell, no.
Okay, because it looks like if it looks like he's in pain, I'm gonna stop pulling. Like, but if it,
there is no physical manifestation unless Colt says something.
okay,
Meg, where are you taking me? I don't want to go yet.
we gotta find
It's
the
all
rest.
you can play.
Yes, Colt, something weird is going on. This isn't real.
You're my best friend.
What about Charlie? I can't just leave Charlie behind.
Charlie's not real either.
Charlie is very real.
Okay, Charlie, you can come with us if you really want to.
Great. It begins to walk towards Mac. Everyone's face went, danger. Danger, Will Robinson. Danger.
Danger, Will Robinson.
Colt, can we go now?
Shit.
But
Gotta find out how real Charlie
is all
is.
you can play. Well,
But like,
look, if you have to go, I don't have a watch. It's not even 10:30 yet.
I look at my dad's watch.
It's digital watch, right? That's what I said last time, I think. The colon that blinks in between the 9 and the whatever minutes it is not blinking. The watch has seemingly stopped.
It's not working right. I don't know what time it is.
Wait, so if your watch is busted, then that means if we stay a little extra late, it'll be okay.
No
one's gonna get mad because the watch broke. We lost track of time.
There's something weird going on.
Processing.
Okay, I really don't like to admit this, but I'm kind of scared. Can we please go?
Wait, what? Why are you scared?
Because something weird is going on, and that robot is freaky.
Mac Wellington, welcome. Enjoy your time. And it motions towards the arcade around you. And
That
Mac,
robot needs so much improvement. So glitchy.
every robot I ever play is based on Max Headroom from the 80s. Google him. He's my favorite character. You see Mac. You didn't see it happen, but you are now enclosed. There are walls. You are in an arcade. However, there are now posters of all of the bands from the concert. There are huge poster-sized pictures of the concert, and you hear over the loudspeaker the music from the concert starts to play over the arcade. You can hear that music sort of mixing in with all the bings and the digital sounds in the arcade, as if these two things have combined. Please play a game. And it motions towards more of the games.
Colt, can we please go now?
Do I see the posters?
Yeah. They're there, yeah. You have this weird. Oh god, I love explaining these weird things to players. You roll me comprehend, actually. Roll me comprehend. No minus to this. Just roll a straight comprehend, Colt. Okay. You see the posters. You don't exactly remember them being there, but you also don't remember them not being there. They could have been there the whole time, but you might have been distracted by a sick robot and all these free video games. So you might have just tuned out the music or the posters.
Mac, I don't understand why. There's nothing weird about an arcade.
This one though, it's none of this is real.
I don't understand what you mean by that.
Well, it's I don't know. I don't know what I mean exactly. Like it's I wasn't at the concert that I was definitely just at, and those posters, those walls didn't exist a couple minutes ago. Somehow this robot knows my name.
I mean, the robot knew my name. I just thought it was because, like, we won some prize.
We literally had just walked in. We didn't actually even win the prize. How could they have known it was us? We didn't give them our names or anything.
Mac, as you motion to the walls around you, you notice that in the direction you were moving, there are two glass doors with a little metal bar along the front, along the center, with a little press here for the exit. And outside those doors, it's almost like a mall court, right? Like you're looking out into the mall, except it's in the concessions area of a stadium and not a mall proper. You see there's a line of people across from you all getting hot dogs and nachos. They all seem to have on some sort of sports jersey / attire of some kind. And you're pretty sure you saw two people walk by holding like one end of a combined flag that says "Ojus Rocks" on it.
Colt, come on, we gotta go. Please come on.
What if you just come get me later?
No, we need to stay together. Look, my dad said I was in charge.
Pulling the in charge card. Oh, damn.
That's a hard card to refute.
It's okay.
It's a hard card to refute.
That is.
Max stepping
And I
into
know
that
your
role
mom-
wonderfully.
I know your mom said that you were in charge of Ojus, but I'm in charge of you.
Pecking order.
There's definitely a foot stomp that happened just now.
Yeah.
Fine, I guess we can go.
Come on.
Hang
I promise I'll
on.
make it up to you in some way.
It's fine. I'm gonna go ahead and like the prizes and stuff. I'm gonna go hand them all over to Charlie and give Charlie a big hug.
Charlie has
I gotta go now.
Charlie has one arm full of all of the stuffed animals, prize things, candy, the button tape just sort of around an arm. The other arm crouches down and goes around you, and he says, "It's okay. You're my best friend." And you can feel like, zzz, and it squeezes you a little bit.
You're my best friend. Eric's face. You're my best friend too. I'll come back though, okay? And we could play all the more games.
It zzz, to its full height and sort of pats you on the head, and it says, I'll be waiting for you."
All right, Mac, let's go. I don't want to get you in trouble.
I grab his wrist and walk as fast as I can.
Yeah, you grab him and
Outdoors.
all of the weight leaves. You don't feel any of that sort of pull. And you throw open these two glass doors into another cacophony of sound, of cheers. And for some reason, the whole crowd is screaming some sort of Ojus chant. And the door closes behind you. And perhaps you just spare a glance over the shoulder. And there, about a foot from the door, is Charlie, the robot.
Oh, take him with you.
Just
Not-
waving at you.
We could have a robot, guys. Just take him with you.
The most endearing and terrifying robot NPC ever.
You
Mac,
don't know what he's capable of.
it's true. You'll never know. Mac and Colt, you stand in a stadium, a sports stadium, one you've never seen before. This is a large cement stadium, thousands of seats, like what you'd see on the Super Bowl as you walk by some television that has it on. And you can see that there are people across, like through the gangway, that there are people holding signs that say Ojus. And you can hear the chants now coming in clearer and clearer. The crowd is chanting Ojus. For some unfathomable reason, everyone is here celebrating your brother, Colt.
See, this would never happen in real life. There's such a here.
Fucking savage!
Kill shot. Kill shot.
I'm sorry.
You don't say, will you?
She said KP.
I have just been made so redundant in one sentence.
Oh man. She said they always get back up. Double shot. Oh boy. I'm warm. That got me.
Laura's best friend is really creating something in that.
Best friends with Alara for a month now. Savage. Savage.
Mac is observant. She watches.
Do the montage of Alara beating up Ojus every 5 seconds all last season.
It's Mac's composite notebook. Yeah, it's the composite notebook. How to be cool. Shit on Ojus.
I'm actually cool. Ojus is actually
But this is how you get cool, is by ragging on the cool kids.
Yes.
It's true.
Mac
Oh,
has
my
seen
face.
that in action. So.
Oh God.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm going to set my mind to finding Otis.
Oh.
I'm not going to bother calling because everyone's calling.
Everyone's calling.
So.
So you,
Rightfully so.
yeah, at least in his mind, you head down the gangway and you see a similar scene, right? You see a similar scene, Mac, where you're looking down at thousands of heads, except it's not an amphitheater. This is a full wraparound 360 ovular stadium. And in the center of this grass field is what you imagine to be Otis. All the signs, all the posters say Otis, Rocks, MVP, All-Star, and you see Otis in full uniform, like full field hockey.
Jersey.
Yeah, full hockey uniform, holding up a massive 3-foot trophy as he just like sort of like throwing it up in the air, and the whole crowd is loving it. Yes.
At that point,
Okay, Mac, you're right.
Oh, this is okay. As this is happening, you see Otis. The other hand he's holding Lucas's hand, and he walks up at that point to the microphone, and he goes. So you just hear him go, "What's up, high school?" He doesn't know the name of which high school this is. He's just like, "What up?"
It's your dream world. So it would be Nipsachuk Valley High School. Go ahead.
Yes, say
Chuck.
it,
Yes,
KP.
say it, KP.
What was it called?
Nips up. I'm just gonna. What up, Chucks? I don't know. Woodchucks. That's our mascot. Woodchucks.
KP.
What up, Woodchucks?
KP, you know how you show your friends your full name and laugh when they try to pronounce it? Nipsachuk Valley High School. Go for it. There we go. There we go.
I was just trying to find a mascot. I was trying to find the cool. Yeah, I was trying to be like, what would be listen, as someone who's never been in such a position ever, I was just trying to emulate what I think I remember seeing in high school. Well, in this moment, so what up, Woodchucks? How you doing tonight?
I'm now thoroughly convinced that you were homeschooled.
I went to public high school.
It is the Nipsachuk Valley Warriors. It's the Nipsachuk Valley Warriors.
Fuck, you didn't remind me. I decided. What is it, Warriors? It's clearly, if you have Chuck in your name, Woodchuck. It sounds obvious. What are you doing? Anyways, at this point, he's just like, "What up, Warriors?" Yeah. So like, this win is, first and foremost, win for all of you. Worked hard for this, and I just want to say thank you for this moment. It's freaking amazing. I also want to thank my family, like my mom and my brother. They've been so cool to me and kind of just, been always there. Screw my dad, though. He kind of left me when I was young. Don't even remember half his face. I don't know. But yo, this is all for family. Hey, there's mine right there. There's my brother, dudes. Yeah, the coolest kid in town. But yeah, I'm just so freaking happy to be here tonight. And this win is for like all of you, but mostly for me, because I'm just like, just worked hard for this shit, man. Like, I got here finally. It's been a long road, but we are here now. But yeah. Anyways, rock on, dudes.
You hear the loudspeaker, "Rock on, dudes," as it sort of echoes through the stadium, and just a massive just yell from the crowd, and you start to see Mac and Colt and Otis as well. People are vaulting over the railing. They are charging the field. The home team has won the championship. We are storming the field. What do you do before you are lost in a crowd?
I'm waiting. I'm like,
oh yeah. The waves are gonna crash into you. Absolutely.
This is my moment, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like a Jewish wedding. Just on the chair, you're getting lifted up.
That's
Colt?
where your mind went.
Yeah, absolutely. That's absolutely where it went.
Not a regular tournament win of any sport.
I've seen more Jewish weddings than sports. You know, that's where I'm at in my life.
That's great. That's fantastic.
Mac and Colt, you see this sea of people, this tide rushing towards Otis. What are you two doing?
Trying to beat the tide of people. I have Colt by the hand, and I'm just running. Since we are in a stadium, there's no ramp for me to skate down, and well, Colt I can't carry and skate at the same time.
Do a sick rail grind the whole way down.
I was gonna say, yeah. What if you just Legolased it?
Yes, it's your dream, baby. Let's do this.
This isn't my dream. It's your dream. But yeah, fuck it. Why not? I grab Colt by the hands and I say, "You trust me, buddy?"
Well, yeah.
Okay, and I put him on my back, and then I'm going to attempt to do a sweet skateboard trick all the way down that I don't know the name of.
Yeah, you do a nollie no reply 360 nose bone into a rail grind down 700 feet towards the stadium. Google that; those are all skateboard terms. So I saw all of the doubt in your face, KP. As you grind over the heads of all these people, like through the shoulders, you sliding down here, and you kip off the end and land perfectly off the board in hand. Colt sort of slides off the back, lands cool next to you, right before the tide of bodies rush towards you. You have a few seconds in which you can get to Otis before they do. Do you make it?
Oh, just this isn't real. And I grab him and I start thinking about Alara.
Okay.
Whoa. What's up, Mac? Oh, hey, okay. Thanks for the hugs, dudes.
Mac, I will take an empathy roll from you. Remember, you have 3+1s if you should need them.
Yep. Do I have to use them before I roll, or can I use them after?
You can use them afterwards.
By the way, as Mac is hugging me, and I'm just like, I look at Lucas like, this is not what it looks like, dude.
Perfect.
This is your fantasy. His expression's probably exactly the same. Just like,
It's like, great.
Oh yeah, hugs.
One success.
Great. Awesome. Cool. So yeah, you get tackled around the waist, Otis.
Oh.
Otis.
Yes.
This may be the greatest day of your life. Everyone is cheering for you. You are the champion. The song was about you. It wasn't we. It was Otis is the champion.
Mm-hmm.
You have everything you want in this moment.
I think in that moment, though, the first thing he does now that he's here is look to Colt and he's just wanting him to see like the biggest look of admiration for his older brother. Just like, and like he's like holding his like trophy for him. Is just like,
okay.
Look what I got.
Not real,
So I have two.
This is real.
I have two questions. KP.
Yes.
Does Otis want to leave this moment?
Oh, absolutely freaking not.
Okay. Gnome. Does Colt look one bit impressed or admiring his brother right now?
No, because it's not real.
Okay. So KP, you have the trophy in one hand, a surging crowd around you. You have your friend Mac around your waist, your little brother there. You have your best friend who just planted a big old smooch on you on the other arm, and you look down to see your little buddy who's always there with you, always has your back. And he has a face that says, I don't give a shit. You will get a -1 for not wanting to leave, but a +1 for that face. So roll me a flat comprehend.
Okay. I only have. Okay, submit. That was a 1 success.
You feel the crowd surge around you, and the face that is just a normal, everyday cult face. Not one of abject admiration, not one of overjoyed. He is not as like enthused as the crowd is. And you realize that what he looks like and what Mac is saying sort of syncs up. And that for a second, maybe this isn't real. And you can feel that body check from Mac as you begin to sort of stumble backwards a little bit. And as the three of you sort of almost topple into this crowd, you hear, sweet dreams are made of these, who am I to disagree? And the three of you topple out of an accordion-style closet. The doors just sort of clatter to the ground. Pinks and reds and whites all sort of flutter down. Fuzzy sweaters, cut-off jeans, all fall. Acid-washed everything flutters to the ground around you. And you see Alara is in the throes of fuzzy joy as she is just making a carpet angel in this pink Pepto-Bismol vomit of a room.
Literally the most achievable dream of all.
Yeah.
I know. There's not a single other person. Alara's heaven is nobody bothering her.
Yeah. Well, wait.
Nobody bugging her.
Brandy,
Yeah.
am I wrong?
No.
Okay.
This is ideal. The only thing that she would have been expecting or wanting is for Jen to come by and be mega impressed by how cool it is. But realistically, even in her wildest fantasy, she's like, Jen would never like this.
Yeah.
She would never be impressed. My fantasy
Hide
is
it.
to enjoy this with nobody shitting on it.
Yeah. The three of you topple on top of each other out of this closet. The doors bang, 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 bang to the side. It bumps from the tables. A few like toys and dolls sort of pop off the side of this thing. You hear like the radio sort of skip a little bit. Alara, your dream world, this bubblegum pink fantasy land, has just been interrupted by the last three people. Yeah, by the last three people you would have expected, and out of your closet, no less.
Max stands up and says, "This is your fantasy?"
You've trained her too well, Alara. You've trained her too well. The savage knows no bounds.
No! The student has surpassed the master.
No throat will survive the night.
except perhaps Colt.
Yeah.
If you guys wanted to hang out, you could have just called.
You just see Otis still pretending. Does he have a trophy in his hand still?
Fuck no.
Oh, okay. You're just like,
God.
There is no trophy in your hand. Lucas is not there. You are not in uniform. In fact, the only thing in your hand is your field hockey stick.
But.
So everything isn't as it seems.
Pissed in his Cheerios.
Me, because he was just having a whole stadium of people scream his name, and
I was a champion.
I'm so proud of you.
You're the first. Thank you.
Not you, Mac.
Oh.
Oh, just everything feels so much more real now. Reality has just slammed into you like a car accident.
And Alara is just gonna kind of get up and just grab Mac, in a big hug, big hug, and then just one of those big tackle where we land into this soft bed of plushies.
Mac
And
is
then we are
very
all
confused and also very bisexual. And
I'm so proud of I also love that Alara is dressed completely normally because she was already living her best life fashion-wise.
When isn't she?
Truly. This is her dress. This is the dress that I thought she was wearing. Neon. It's great.
What?
I think
I'm
there's
confused
a
on
VHS player here somewhere. We could totally watch Beaches.
Peaches.
This isn't real.
Heathers.
Mhm.
There's a lot of pink.
She can't watch Heathers. I can't train her that well. She'll give me Drano in the morning. No.
The original
I've
Mean
seen that
Girls.
movie. No. I know how that goes for me.
No, this isn't real. I was at a concert and then Colt was in an arcade and Otis was kissing friends. And
What? No, I wasn't.
Yeah, you were.
No.
I know what happened. And now you're alone in a pink room, which actually makes a lot of sense now that I think about it. Well, it not really my style, but this isn't real.
What do you mean?
Well,
I mean, like, smell that. It smells just like department store, which is like really exciting because it has like a fragrance department of shit you can't afford, and it's like it smells just like the department store.
It does smell just like department store. What a unique smell.
Hey, just
Yeah.
give me your finger.
Oh no, none of that in here.
Give him my finger.
And I tug on the finger.
All right, you too.
Not real, but that is.
That made me feel better. Yeah.
Why?
Listen, if my moment's gonna be ruined, this moment's gonna be ruined.
My health just got ruined.
Didn't need to smell so bad.
You're welcome. You're gonna thank me.
That was real. That was
My
about as
eyes.
real as it gets.
This is like a solid balance of protein shakes and A&W chili burgers is what.
And curry.
And curry. Yeah. Oh God, I could taste that.
The illusion. Do I get like a +10 on my roll for that?
That is
Flash into
fairly
reality.
that is fairly illusion shattering. Yeah, I will give you a +1 for a comprehend roll.
I need to know, has anybody ever experienced that in a game before? In a
No.
A pull my finger moment.
Pull my finger.
This may be the first in history. Mark this down in your calendars, everybody. This is the day KP pretended to fart on the internet.
I'm sorry, I forgot to give myself
Yeah.
my +1.
Give me more time. More.
Just roll a
opportunities.
d6. Brandy, roll a d6.
Okay.
No, that is 0 successes, despite
I'm just too nauseated to think about reality right now.
yeah, despite Ogis's wretched ass. It's still this is the bubblegum dream drop heaven that you are in cannot even be destroyed by.
It's the Cindy Crawford.
That's what it is.
The poster. The poster, I just like locked eyes with it again while I was like blinking the tears.
Yeah.
And I locked eyes with her again, and it's just like.
That's what it was.
Oh,
As
no.
soon as that happens, O just looks at Colt and goes, "Drastic times, buddy."
Fuck no.
Please, I've already got the song in my head. You just hear like da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. It's like the boys look at each other, and I'm thinking we're about to do the same thing. We're just gonna go to town in this room.
Yeah. You
We're
just see
gonna,
O just
boy
like,
it up.
Yep, you just see like just like sorry, Red, and he just like takes his like jacket off and just chucks it on the floor.
Oh yeah,
randomly.
apologize for that already. Yes, thank you.
And he's
Put
just
that
gonna
shit
like
back on.
he's gonna like just like air out his pits a little bit. It's like, oh yeah, that feels. Woo! Yeah,
Alara,
big
you-
On the
game.
bed, jumping on it already.
Alara, you see full preteen boy start to happen to your room. All the while, the radio changes to lying in my bed. I hear the clock tick and think of you. Bow, 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 bow. As they are destroying, tearing Stuffy's fluff everywhere, pillows, feathers, just going in every direction. Mac, what are you doing in this chaos?
You're being clung
You
to.
know, it really is not real. We're just trying to show you how not real it is, but oh my gosh, it's so loud and like smelly.
Sometimes you picture me walking too far away.
And I try
I don't
to
want
think
this to be
of the radio stopping.
Okay. Roll me empathize.
I want to try to will the radio to stop. Two successes.
Okay. You concentrate on the radio right as it gets to the chorus of Cyndi Lauper's Time After Time. And it says, if you fall, I'll catch you. I will be... As it slowly stops. You are in a room devoid of sound except for the aggressive boyhood taking over the room that now smells slightly like farts and dirty armpits. Like, it smells like a regular high school boy. I think they all smell like farts and dirty armpits most of the time. Yeah.
These days they also smell like Axe, but at this point, Max will say, I just turned that off with my mind. This isn't real at all.
Because that's real.
Huh?
Alara can re-roll a comprehend with a +1. Jesus. Oh my goodness.
Trying to talk some sense.
That's so funny.
Oh man.
Okay. Perhaps it is the farts, perhaps it is the radio, but something about the scenario.
Don't want it to be.
Oh, that rhymed.
Something about the scenario. Mac's words are making sense. This might not be real. Whose room is this anyway? It's not your room, that's for sure. Your mom would never let you pinstripe the walls. That's ridiculous. There's too many posters. It leaves holes in the walls. You can't do that.
Think of it. We arrived through the closet.
Oh yeah, that was weird.
Do you have
Yeah,
girls just popping out of your closet every day?
No. Oh my god. No. And don't say that.
The dream starts to reform.
Either my mom will hear you and I'm dead, or Jim will hear you and I'm dead. Oh my god. Oh my god.
I
Oh.
mean, they would if this was real, but it's not, and they're not here, so they don't hear you because this isn't real.
Oh my god. Does it smell less like farts?
It does
Okay,
smell like farts.
okay, we gotta get out
The
of here.
farts, the farts were real.
That's not
It's
farting.
that's in your nose and in your lungs realistically
I
now.
can
Yeah.
also taste that.
Yeah.
Brandy.
I mean,
can taste
technically,
that.
farts are particulates.
You
It tastes.
stop talking
There's a lot of
right now.
onion. There's a lot of onion notes to it. Is what.
I used to be a fitness model, so I used to be around people with like heavy protein farts. That shit'll fucking kill you.
Yeah. There's some level of like egg and onion and a little bit of like curry paste in there. It's what it tastes
Add
like.
a new content warning to this episode on YouTube.
I'd rate it a 7 out of 10.
A connoisseur, if you will.
There's a bouquet of scents.
Yeah, yeah.
We should definitely get out of here as soon as possible. So, everybody, like, hold on, and we'll try to leave. We gotta get out of
Okay,
here.
I'm clinging to you, and like I will
Hair's
pinch. I will pinch onto Otis. I have
Okay.
like just gonna turn to be like, I have lost that sliver of respect that you had worked up. It's gone.
Okay.
Well, now it's time to start again, I guess.
What else is new?
Yeah.
Colt.
You lose it every day. Let's be real.
Colt. Who, if anyone, are you hanging on to?
Oh, Otis. for
Yeah.
sure.
Okay.
It's-
Okay. Mac, you seem to be the one in control here. How are you getting everyone out?
I'm gonna think really hard about a doorway to the outside of the liminal space.
Okay.
I think by this time, Max had enough reasons to put together that these are probably similar spaces, if not the same space, as before. So she's going to try to think in the same direction that she thought when she pulled the cult out of the liminal space before in the bus.
Okay. Awesome. Roll me empathize, and as a reminder, you still have several bonuses for that.
3 of them, and
Yep.
I'm using them because
Okay. Add a
now's
plus
the
3.
time.
4
4
successes. Outstanding. You visualize a door in your mind, and you sort of, not even like on a wall, you don't have to walk over to it. You just visualize this door, you take your free hand, and you open this door. And you see, no one else, you see a long black corridor in front of you. And you have the feeling of movement, right? You're not actually moving your feet. You just open the door, but there's that like weird camera zoom through this, and you can feel you're moving through this tunnel, so to speak. And as you reach the end, although it's completely black and there's no walls to this thing, you can't really see what an end is, but for some reason you know the end is approaching. You hit this wall and fall forward, much like the closet. The 3, you and your 3 friends all fall forward and kind of pile on top of each other as if you had fallen out of the door of that barrel-topped wagon. Only there is no barrel-topped wagon. There are no cables. There are definitely no cages. There's no fog. In fact, there's no carnival. You're in a wide open field. All of you are in a wide open field that you each recognize as the Glenbrook Fairgrounds. There's no sign, scent of a carnival. What are you guys doing?
What the hell?
Where was it? Huh?
Just so I'm not like seeing like shit, right? Like we were at a carnival, right? Like
At least.
I look at my watch.
The colon in the center is now blinking. It says 10:20.
Ooh.
Okay, so my watch is working again.
Did we get dropped off here? I mean, other people saw it too, right? My mom dropped me off here.
Yeah, where's mom?
Yeah, dude. Like, oh, wait. When did mom say 10 o'clock? Right? We were supposed to meet her at 10.
10:30.
Okay. Oh shit. Okay. We got time. We got time. Okay. But
Yeah, but if you look around, the carnival's not here, which is where our parents were.
dude, what the hell?
I said I would get a ride home with, well, anybody really. But I guess now I'm going home with you guys because there's no anybody.
Max,
Question
can you do
to-
the mind thing? Can
The
you take
mind
us
thing? What mind thing?
to our parents?
I can try. I was trying to do the thing to come out of the liminal space, but maybe I just put us in a different area of it.
The hell are you guys talking about?
Okay, everybody hold hands.
It's okay. Oh, just don't hurt yourself. I'm just gonna grab his hand.
Not as much as you guys hurt my pride tonight, but all right.
You, the 4 of you hold hands in a now common trend in this group. And Mac, as you begin to try to concentrate on something, getting them home, parents, some sort of familial connection, your concentration is broken. As all of you hear, wee woo, wee woo, wee woo, wee woo. And you can see red and blues coming from down the street. Down the street towards where town would be. The red and blues are coming towards you. Anyone who would like to can roll me an investigate.
Yay.
Yeah, why not?
Okay. Okay.
2 successes.
Okay.
1 success.
Okay. So, for everyone but Otis, you hear the distinctive wee-woo of a police siren, followed by a slightly different wee-woo, like a woo-woo, that you know to be the sound an ambulance makes. Mac, as these vehicles pull up, the red and blue and red and orange of the respective emergency vehicles sort of blur out everything because they're so bright in the contrast of the darkness, because it is still nighttime here. You are the only one that notices one cop car, a second cop car, the ambulance, and a blacked out Chrysler LeBaron. All drive into the fairground and towards the far corner and sort of fan out. And you can see they have their headlights on and they're all pointing towards a small, dilapidated building on the edge of the fairground. What are the four of you doing?
They don't see us.
We should leave before they pick us up. I think if
I mean,
either
this
of us
is
come
cops,
home with
right?
cops again, our parents
Again?
will kill us.
Let's just hide
Well,
and see
you
what
know.
they're looking
Yeah.
for.
Dude, like, what do you think? Like, what do you think must have happened for that many cop cars to just turn up?
Yeah, I'm looking for a bush or something to hide in.
Yeah.
So,
Dragging the
unfortunately,
boys into
the
a bush.
only places for you to hide are the edges of the fairground where there is forest. The entire fairground is cleared out. It is a clear grass field, grass and like dead grass that has been mowed for use for concerts and carnivals and things like that. There is nothing in the field to hide behind. You could slink into the woods and work your way around if you so choose. That's the only way to get closer to the cop cars.
Yeah.
I mean, what do we tell them if they see us?
Dude, we're just a bunch of, like, to them, we're just a bunch of kids just walking around. Like, that's
We're
not a
bunch of kids
crime.
who had to deal with the police, like, what, 2 months ago?
For KP's clarity, how much, after turning 16, how much of the previous events does Otis actually remember?
All of them.
Okay, he does. Okay, cool. All right, cool. I'm like, fair point. Okay, new plan. Run.
I
And he
mean,
points to like one of the, like the edge of the field. Is there one part of that field that looks to be a better, like, advantageous to go into in terms of just being able to observe what's going to happen? And, you know,
In the field itself?
no, to like in the forest. Like you said, the only
Oh yeah,
place to hide.
you guys, with the successful roll, KP, you guys can get anywhere you need to be.
Oh,
evil.
Yeah. So
You
Matt's
essentially
already
have the
running-
roadside, and then like a U shape of forest, and then in the center of that U shape is a giant field. Sorry, Aris, what were you saying?
Mac's already kind of slinking towards the edge of the forest because that's the only place to hide. And if we just stand out here trying to talk about it,
That's
we're gonna
true.
get caught.
mhm,
So
Yeah.
Mac's
mhm.
already moving towards the forest.
Anyone who would like to sneak, please roll.
I cannot. Oh, I can try, but
It's gonna be so funny.
I will remind you that you have your pride, which is an automatic success if applicable, and you have your iconic item if also is applicable.
what, my haha hockey stick go burr is my pride.
Well,
No successes.
some of us made functional prize, and some of us are assholes. And this is what you get. This is you here. Welcome to your bed. Sleep in it. Jesus Christ, Aris, who did you pay off?
How?
Okay.
I've been
Rushing
spending a
it.
lot of time with Roll20 lately.
So Colt-
What are you
Colt
doing? Keep
failed.
doing. This is great. I'm gonna
Colt-
try.
okay.
Oh,
Holy shit. Okay. So I was gonna say, Aris, I'll let you give away those successes, but collectively, with 5 successes, you can pass out enough successes. You can assist other people in succeeding. You all get into the forest and are able to, get in maybe like 5 to 10 feet in and sort of slink your way around towards the police. Is that what you're looking to do? I don't want to put words in.
To be able to see what's happening.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Drag
definitely
along
don't want to
against
get
my will.
up in there. But obviously something weird's going on. So we're curious teenagers.
Yeah. So you slink around in the woods towards the police, towards this dilapidated building here. All of the cop cars, the ambulance, and the LeBaron are all sort of facing this dilapidated building. And the 4 of you make your way over there. You see there is a police officer in the car talking to some dispatch, you assume. There's another police officer kind of like leaning on the roof, just sort of looking over. You see that the back doors of the ambulance are open, and there are EMTs and 3 kids about your age. One of whom you don't recognize at all. A young girl, maybe 13, 14, somewhere, probably early high school. You've never seen her before, as far as you can remember. Another one is a tallish young man, probably the same age. Colt, roll me. Roll me contact. Okay, you have never seen this young man before. Unless you want to re-roll, Colt, you have pride, bonuses. Okay, you have never seen this young man before. No one else has. And you see another young woman, again, probably like 12, 13, maybe a freshman in high school. You're not really sure. They all look a little shaken. They all have the unnecessary shock blanket around them. They're talking to the police. The police are motioning towards, pointing towards the building. It seems as though these 3 kids are being questioned about that building, but you're just too far to actually hear what is being said. And then the 4 of you see a man step out of the Chrysler LeBaron, walk around the edge of the ambulance, and you all swear you've seen this guy before. He's in a full suit, despite it being 10:25 at night. He has his hair slicked back, and he walks with a cane. And you can hear the crunch of his feet, his heeled boots across the grass here, the crunch tap of someone walking with a cane. And you're sure this man was the ringmaster at the carnival. You see him lean on the door of the ambulance and sort of heft the cane into one hand. And you see the top of the cane is that same sort of skull with the long open mouth that matches the coin that you had found, Alara. And he leans in and you can see him talking to the children. He talks to the cops. There's kind of a mirthful laugh, and he sort of brushes off something. And then he sort of nods and says, "Have a good night," or what you can imagine to be the "have a good night" nod. And he turns, slides the cane back down, gets into the back seat of the Chrysler LeBaron, and someone drives it away. The police enter their vehicles, the kids enter the ambulance, and they are all driven home, leaving you 4 in the woods as the lights slowly recede.
Do I, as the little Baron leaves, can I see the license plate?
You can. The license plate says 1.
Just one.
Just 1.
Okay. Pompous little fuck, isn't he?
What are the 4 of you doing in the woods.
Do we want to go in there and see what's in there?
You guys are about to come up on your curfew.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, we can come back.
Yeah, our parents aren't meeting us here.
Yeah, but I mean, do they even? But we don't even know if they know where we are now.
Oh man, we're gonna be so grounded.
What's new?
I got grounded so hard. I got flown to another continent. I do not want to be grounded again. I would like to go.
Which continent is she going to be in next?
Technically, Turkey, depending on when, is in too.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I guess we can go home, but I want to see what was in there.
Hey, Mac, when did you become so freaking cool? It was just like, I mean, you were always cool. Don't get me wrong. It's just like, this is like a different side. Like, it's pretty rad. Like, really, like, I'm gonna shut up now.
Yeah, stop speaking. Did you get hit in the head while I was gone?
No.
Okay, so that's nice.
I don't know.
Oh my god. Fine, we'll go in, but only if you guys promise that as soon as it gets weird, we're leaving because excuse me, we were all just put into sleepy dreamland, and you have mind powers in sleepy dreamland, and I thought we had enough weird stuff this summer.
To be fair, going in was your idea. You kind of were literally dragging me in there.
Dragging me in there. Okay. You need to grow a backbone. Peer pressure will not be an excuse forever.
All right, well, and you just see him like become very stubborn. He goes, "Guess what? We're gonna go in," and then walks off.
Oh yeah, that showed me, and is like walking back, like following him, just so that like she can like overtake him and smack him up the head.
Ow!
Come here, baby.
As they walk away, Max says to Colt, "You know, I was actually leaning towards going home, but okay."
The two older kids messing everything up again.
The four of you creep along the wood line to ensure that no errant cop light may see you as you all approach this building, this nondescript gray building. Perhaps hoping to gain entrance to this area, you walk to the front doors where there are two metal double doors. However, there is a massive chain locking them closed with a brand new shiny lock. You see a shield-shaped metal sign on the wall that says U.S. government property, no in huge letters, trespassing, and then another rectangular sign that says notice, U.S. government property, no trespassing, whoever shall steal or willfully cause damage to U.S. government property is subject to persecution. And you see another small sign just to the left of the door that says BLDG 004, property of USDART, which you know is the official name for the loop, the dart.
Oh God! And as soon as he sees that, he turns to Alara and goes, "Oh shit! Not again."
What did I say? What did I just say? But no.
Hey guys, maybe we should just go home.
Yeah, I don't.
I don't want to get grounded again.
Okay.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah,
It's gonna take us
yeah.
forever to walk somewhere until we, can either get a ride or straight up walk home anyway, and it's so late.
God, I wish I had my car.
You said you were gonna spend the night at someone's house, right? You can just come to my house.
I told. Well, I mean, I guess I could. I don't know. No, I should probably be there when she wakes up. I don't know. It's weird. My aunt didn't come back with us, so it's just me and my mom, which is weird. I don't think we've ever been alone before. And yeah, I told her I'd get a ride with someone or call her, but there's no phone here, so.
Maybe, and then you see, where's the nearest window?
There are no windows.
Oh,
That's not creepy at all.
Yeah, we're not gonna go in there.
No.
yeah, no. I just wanted to go see if I can look in and see anything, but I guess not. So, yeah, I don't even see another way to even get in if we wanted to. So, let's go. Let's go. Yeah.
And as we watch the backs of the 4 young investigators trekking their way home, trudging the long, sorrowful trudge home, that's where we end this episode. Episode 2 of Glenbrook Unhallowed Season 2. It's all part of the show. So, let's go around, do our introductions so that we can get the hell out of here, do our after shows. And if you guys like what we do here and you want to get those after shows, the best way to get that is over on our Patreon. Link for that down below. While you're down there, click on that Discord, join us in the Discord community. We have a 10-part one-shot series in Glenbrook, plus this now 13 or 14 episode 2-part season or 2-season campaign here. Over on
10-part, I don't think that's a one-shot anymore, Mike.
So it's still one-shots because they don't actually like solve the mysteries, and it's very much like a West Marches kind of thing, where so it's like every episode is a bunch of different kids. There's a total of like 8 or 9 kids in the Chronicles verse. You just met 3 of them. So if you would like to see what was inside, well, you met 3 of them. If you would like to see what was inside this building, go check out the first episode of that called Carnival of Screams. It's over on our YouTube. Yeah, I'll tell you all about it, KP. Don't worry. So that is that. If you like what we do here, again, that's the best way to support the channel. Go check out the other videos on YouTube. And if you want to play in this setting, you can buy the setting over on Drive-Thru RPG. Links for that down in the descriptions and all that kind of stuff. But let's do our outros. Get the hell out of here. We'll start with KP. KP, who are you? What are you up to? Why are you so famous? And that's really all I got for you.
I'm interjecting in here. Hi, my name is Gnome. I've got to go walk my dog. I love you all. Bye.
Bye. Gnome's coolest.
Wow, so much fame right there. He said I'm more famous than you.
Please.
That's what he said.
Yes, go. Yes.
Sorry,
yes.
Look, all I'm saying is I can hear the dog crying from here. She really has to go tinkle.
Yeah,
so.
poor guy. Poor kid. But yes, hi, everybody. My name's KP. I go by KP11 Studios, and you can find me mostly on Twitter. I just do a bunch of eclectic things. I get to play wonderful games with wonderful, talented people like the ones you see here every Tuesday on this channel. And this Thursday, also on this channel, we're going to have our debut episode of our new One Ring game. So if you like Lord of the Rings, if you like high fantasy, and if you like most of the faces here that you see, and well, actually, you should love all the faces that you see here, but most of the faces you see here are going to be over there as well. Mike's going to be our DM. Dot's going to be the replacement for Brandy over there. I'm sorry, Brandy.
You apologize to the other person.
No, well, hold on. This is going sideways. Just keep moving. Keep moving.
Yes, we're excited. Come join us over there. Brandy's awesome. On top of that, tomorrow will be episode 4 of our Western-themed D&D game. It's a pre-recorded show presented by Kobold Press and on the Realmsmith TV's channel on YouTube called Tales of the Wasted West. It's based off of the new Kobold Press's Kickstarter book called Wastes of Chaos. And yeah, if you ever want to play a Western-themed or a Wasteland-themed game a la Mad Max, that's where you can get that from. That's what took our inspiration, and I'm super, super happy on how it turned out. It's super fun. So go check us out over there. And that's pretty much it for now, at least for this week. So yeah, that's me.
And see, you should check it out just because KP actually got the title right, which is, 1 in a million for him. So
I get it right once in a while. It's great.
Aris, what about you? Who are you? Where can we find you? What are you up to?
Hello, I'm Eris Savad. I do a lot of things too. You can find the things that I make at erisavad.com. I just released a jewelry line that is for your inner villain. It is a bloody good time. So go check it out at erisavad.com. And you can follow me on Twitter at StitchedByEris for all of the rest of the things that I do, which I won't take up more time talking about it. It's fine.
I will take up some time because it's getting to that fall/chilly/winter season. So you can go to aristobat.com and get an ass hat. That's really
yes.
That's really my favorite thing to promote. Yeah. Flip that around. Show off the ass hat. Oh, it's a kitty cat. Okay. Different, but also an ass hat. And last but not least, Brandy, who are you? Where can we find you on the internet, and what are you up to?
Hi, I'm gonna take up loads of time because that's who I am as a
Yes.
person. Hi, I'm Brandy. They them. I'm on Twitter at the Brandy Rose. I'm on TikTok and Twitch as Cutest Patoot. And I'm on Instagram as Brandy Rose Official. I do a lot of things. I'm a producer. I'm technically also a GM. I'm a game designer. I'm an actor. I'm a model. I do streaming kit designs. And then anything that I do, I also teach over on my Twitch. I'm going to be doing some cool streams. I'm going to be doing a stream for Slumber Party, an 80s Slumber Party stream. I will learn how to talk. I will eventually, but I have so much to do. It's really not high on the list. So I will be having an 80s Slumber Party stream to celebrate the launch on Amazon Prime of My Best Friend's Exorcism, which is one of my favorite books by my all-time favorite author. That was just turned into a really, really fun movie. So we're going to be watching it together. We're going to do all the fun 80s things. We're going to have some gluten-free snacks because I found out Skittles are gluten-free, and then I immediately found out that I don't like them. But for you, I'll grab some snacks. I'll see if I can get some weird fun snacks. We're going to do maybe some face masks, some old 80s quizzes. And it's going to be a real fun time. The date for that will be released on my Twitter within the next few hours. And apart from that, if you want to keep up with me and all the things that I do or hire me for something, you check me out on Twitter because that's where I post all of the times that I go live. / people tell me when I'm going to go live and I retweet it. So you should really keep an eye on that if you want to ever see where I am. And apart from that, I have a GoFundMe going on right now that is raising money for the rest of this month. And hopefully not too far into November because I'm supposed to be using it in November, but we'll see. That's going on. That's in my pinned tweet on Twitter. And that's me.
Hell yeah. Feel free to drop that link in chat. Again, everyone, thank you so much for being here. That's going to be it from this week. So we'll see you next week for more of these shenanigans and for the rest of the week for all the other rest of our shows that we have going on here. So from all of us to you guys, bye-bye.